Hello and welcome to Kiga. My name is Camila, and this podcast has everything to do with life force, energy, and the art of embodying the yogic path. My intention with Kiga is to help you remember who you really are underneath all the layers. We are connected to something so much grander and so much bigger than we can ever imagine. So, for those of you that don't know, I have been living on an island of Gili Air. That's a little island off of Lombok in Indonesia. And yeah, it's super tiny. Like you can bike ride from one end to the other in 10 to 15 minutes. And I love it. I absolutely love it. And at the same time, it's been reflecting so much to me. So, one thing I've been noticing living this island life is that I still catch myself rushing for no reason. It's like even when there's nowhere to be, I'm in a rush to get somewhere, or even when I have loads of time, I still leave things to the last minute, which leaves me to rush to work. Like I leave just enough time to get to work, and then I'm rushing again instead of leaving a little earlier and giving myself some time. And it's interesting because I guess that life, that way of living was so normalized before in the city that I rarely questioned it. You know, it's constant busyness, it's constant productivity, it's constant doing. And our external environment really matters because it's clearly imprinted on us, and it continuously teaches our body what is normal. So I came here with the intention of creating an environment for myself that I knew I needed, which was more rest, more time, and yeah, just a stress-free environment where my creative flow could start flowing. And yeah, I just can't believe how much our environment and conditions stay with us. You know, I brought the pace with me, even though I'm in a place where there's nowhere to rush. And this constant thinking about the next thing, having to always do instead of just be, yeah, our environment completely shapes us. What we choose to engage with shapes us. From the moment we were in the womb, being imprinted, to the moment we were raised, again, conditioned with stories and beliefs. And it's wild to think how deeply programmed this entire collective is. And the more that I slow down, the more I notice that the way I used to live no longer aligns with me or my values. And when I imagine returning to the life I left behind, I I can't. I can't even imagine it because that version of me no longer fits either. And so I'm reminded, especially being someone who really tries to embody what I teach. And I've realized that who I used to be or the way I used to live no longer aligns with who I'm becoming. And all I can do is continue to move forward, creating an environment that reflects the person who I'm becoming, while becoming someone who also contributes to the kind of environment I want to live in. Because every choice is shaping us, every moment is shaping this world. Everything we do has a ripple effect. And I never understood the people who think it's far too gone. It's like our oceans are fucked, so there's no point in even trying. Our earth is fucked, and so there's just no point. What difference will I make? I'm one little speck in the sand. And I could never understand this mentality when everything makes a difference. Every choice we make, everything we engage in makes a difference, and it will ripple. That choice will ripple through the rest of existence. And we only have this one life to live. So, how do you wish to spend your one life? Is it working a 9 to 5? Is it working till you have no energy for yourself? Being so conditioned from school and just these powers at be with who lead through greed, power and greed, and everything we consume just feeds into that. We really, really need to take a moment to pause and notice what is serving you and what isn't. What is yours and what isn't? What is being run by programming? Because 90% of what we do is unconscious, it's a habit. And how much of it can we begin to reprogram? Even when it comes to diseases, and I hear people say, oh, it's hereditary. It just runs in my family, as if there's no way to reverse it, as if I'm stuck with this for life. No. Every cell in your body can regenerate. Every organ in your body also regenerates, each one in different times, but it's possible. Body moves through cycles. The earth moves through cycles. And we don't have to keep repeating the same pattern. And we don't have to continue to succumb to the way that life seems to be. We can choose to hone in on our power and realize that the way that the earth has been running, the way that the collective has been running, is a conditioning. It doesn't have to be this way. But the choices we make have an effect. The choices we make create a ripple effect. So, how do you want to live? What do you value in life? What do you wish for in your life? How do you wish for this earth to become, the collective? We have so much power if we rise together. But if we continue to make choices that feed and give our power away, it will take longer to get there. So I just really want you to reflect on your choices and reflect on where you notice in your life that you're rushing? Where do you notice in your environment just things that don't serve you anymore versus things that do? How can you reflect on your deepest values? And what would that look like? And how would life look different based off your values? And are your choices coming from conditioning or from who you truly want to become? Because one small change that you make this week, today, it all makes a difference and helps your outer world reflect your inner values. And your inner values reflect this reality. So if we all continue to go about our days just walking the same old steps, going through the same old motions with no awareness how that's reflecting for this entire world. But our feeling tone has everything to do with what your future will look like and what you invite into your world. And this is what I'm passionate about, is leading and guiding people to a space within where they can start to observe and notice, what is it that I'm feeling? And where did these feelings come from? Because our emotions are an indicator of how aligned we are or not. And we don't have to attach to the emotion, because the emotion is teaching us something. It's guiding us towards information to better get to know ourselves. What's theirs, what isn't, what's meant for you. What is it that your heart and soul are calling for all the time? Because we are the creators. We are here to be expressions of what God or this higher power is, which is love. There's a quote by Gandhi, and it goes like this: "Be the change you wish to see." It's a powerful, timeless philosophy, which means taking personal responsibility to initiate new daily actions rather than waiting for others to change, waiting for the world to change, waiting for the outside reality to somehow magically shift, when we're just staying the same, because the entire world is just a reflection of what lives within us. So what we see in the world today is just a reflection of what is left in the collective. And this is why a lot of things have been coming up to the surface. And a lot of people are starting to realize something's off. Maybe the truth that we've been fed is not the truth at all. And maybe none of this has been for our greater good. And it's time to take it into our own hands. It's time to take our power back. And you are the only one who will do that for yourself. You are the only one who can create safety for yourself. You are the only one who can make your dreams come true. But we must face the program, the conditioning that's running in the background. And we may not be able to beat the system, because that system goes so far back. But you have every right, you have full authority. And as you step into your sovereignty and as you use your discernment and you start to really make choices that reflect the greater good for all, then you are fully capable. We are all capable of coming together and building our own system. If you can't beat the system, build your own. I'm here to take everything that I've learned and everything that I've experienced and shed light to as many people as I can, so that we can all step into our power and our gifts, and we can all share our stories and learn from one another and continue to walk each other home. Just some thoughts to contemplate. And from my heart to yours, I send you so much love. If you enjoyed this episode, please share the love and subscribe. Don't forget to come back for more.